California and Snapdragon Stadium. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs and the San Diego State Aztecs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Sheffield. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Ready, go!
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so...
Counting on the Jets! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs.
Ready? Where did he go?
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
At the 9-yard line. A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive game. Now let's go get 7.
Where did he go?
To the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing, it's another thing. Great start for the offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Number 95 sets a kickoff.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stops.
Fresno State offense will take over 1st and 10.
Great, let's go. Watch the ground, King.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a free push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready, set hot.
They'll go right back to it. Still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
The play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Uncorks one to the middle. He's got it at the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Fresno State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Number 38, set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Sutton. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
Hey, take it. Ready, go!
Looking for a crease. It's Sutton. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We'll stop play for just a second to check on this injured Aztec. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation.
Ready.
Motion from the wide receiver.
Go!
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Right down the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical man.
Needs a little space. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
46-yard line.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Here's a little room there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Aztecs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Where did he go?
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Where did he go?
Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Under fire. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's fourth down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
Absolute shank. Missed it. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts.
Go!
Pulls it, fires to the left. And they get it down, short of the first down marker.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Got a little grass. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, past the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
14, San Diego State, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Loses one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Took a shot as he threw.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Level. Ready, go!
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Ready! Jet! Go!
Quarterback run is part of the game plan. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going with their defense.
They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
Sweep. Shift. Where did he go?
Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get to the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Grab behind the line. It's Sutton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Aztecs call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Quarterback making checks.
Flash. Chip. Flash. Go!
From the gun on 3rd down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Go!
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Martin will throw it. moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Ready, ready. Moving. Skate.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Remember, down where you start the slide, you'll be short behind the gain. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving.
Ready. Blue 85. Blue 85.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. It's picked up and ruined the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give...
Oh, he's got some space. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 8 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Seminoles coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Nowhere to go on that one. They'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The gift to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Martin back to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Ruby.
Back to pass. Oh, he's He's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Going the other way, and he's got room. Gets inside the 40. That could be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back.
As
37. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Wide receiver going in motion.
Ready, go!
He'll start this drive firing. Got it behind the line. It's set. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that have tried to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You don't want anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that, pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is improved. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rate.
Looking down the middle, and they can't make the connection on third down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
Going for it on fourth down must be part of their philosophy. Just 1 for 3 so far in this one. The and throw off the RPO. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming down the field.
Going to the ground. Maybe some room here. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll ride the hot hand.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Martin will throw it. Moving away from pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got a step and just dusted the field. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 12th of the season.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, look, by one hand. Oh, you want to talk about catch radius, the big soft hands. It's like throwing it into a giant pillow.
And it's so nice for the quarterback, Reese, to know he doesn't have to put that right on his face mask. He's got an athletic tight end with crazy eye-hand coordination. He can make plays like that.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Down. Ready. Bender.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. On the option. There's a crease. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Aztecs heading quickly to the line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Aztecs can really attack on this 2nd and short. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Aztecs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
949 Rockstar.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Here comes the heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Foul.
They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. There's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aztecs! Well, they got the touchdown, and the quarterback also had snot bubbles the size of his fist coming out of his nose after that hit.
Yeah, and you don't want to take too many of those shots. You got the touchdown, but the offensive line, obviously, a little bit more protection would be good but in the end, touchdown.
The jumbo formation is in. Looks as if they'll try to power in the two.
Ready. Red 54. Red.
They'll try to pound their way in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out.
No good. That keeps the score. Fresno State 21. San Diego State 13.
And here's the return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Got a man, it's Freeman. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on first and 10.
I got you, boy. Hey, 180, race car. 180, race Mustang. Women. Spade. Red, hot.
Martin back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll put in play from the 41 on first down.
Ready.
Now the play fake. He's got the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They just keep firing. Rushes on him. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the back.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Tight end now in motion. Fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback may change this route.
8-14 choice. Brick, 528 crew. 528 crew. Fourth. Mustang. Set hot.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. 674, take off. 674, take off. But hard.
Quick catch on third down. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. And now on second down for this offense.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42.
Ready. Go, go!
Run inside. Inside. He'll be stopped short on the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down.
Bubba!
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down.
Timeout.
Now San Diego State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down.
Ready.
Making side adjustments here. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Check. Ready, go!
From the red zone, it's Sutton. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
80-22 ISO. 80-22 ISO. Break. Return. Go.
Off play action. And as he throws, incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Takes an easy one to the back.
Man, he really wanted that
Field goal unit is not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and one.
Fourth down coming up.
Match. Put hard.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State.
San Diego State. Number 17 hauls it in the end zone.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late.
Ready. Black 14. Put hard.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got it. The 2 is good, and we have ourselves a tie game.
Man, that's how you execute a drive late and tack on the 2-point conversion to tie this baby up. What a football game we have in store.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's the give on the outside.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. And he'll be brought down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Off the play fake. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And you can consider me surprised. I didn't think they'd go for it in this situation. 4th quarter, game tied. I'm shocked. I'm surprised now. The defense has to come out there, make sure they get some stops here, give their offense another chance to go redeem themselves.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Maybe a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Deep on and 1st down. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
The Aztecs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
139 Albatross. Down. Ready. 674. Take. Go. 949 Rockstar. 949. 886 Bouncer. 880. Set hard.
Trying play action. Bought a little time. Lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown Aztecs. They got the ball first here in the overtime period.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they put drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score.
That makes the score San Diego State 28, Fresno State 21.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football and showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Huge third down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession.
776, count. Ready. Kill. 8-14 choice. 8-14 choice. I'm scared.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Finding some room. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown.
Here we go.
Martin will throw it. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Number 2 with the catch and score.
They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a 2-point conversion.
Stay. Now. Ready. Stack. Bridge.
The snap sets up the throw. They did not get it. The aggressive toss try to win the game right here, and they come up short in OT. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.